Esfrost and Glenbrook signed an agreement?
Word only just arrived, and it is no mere rumor. They've issued a formal proclamation.
Preposterous! Gustadolf must have forced Cordelia's hand. This is sure to make Hyzant cease salt shipments to the Consortium. All this denouncement will do is hamstring Esfrost and Glenbrook both.
My brother... Gustadolf does not fight battles he cannot win. I'm certain this is part of some greater ploy.
I feel all of Norzelia stands on the precipice. But of what, I cannot say.
Each nation is making its move. We too must take action to secure our position before it's too late.
By which you mean expelling the Roselle?
To protect the Wolfort domain and its people, no one would dare hold such actions against you. Lord Serenoa, you must make a decision.
I saw what it is truly like at the source. The Rosellan are forced into back-breaking labor. No decent man would condemn another to such a fate.
But if we refuse the Hierophant, we will face the same dire consequences as House End. Should that happen, the Roselle would still be lost, would they not?
Then you think it is right to sacrifice the Roselle to save Wolfort?
No one is saying it is right, but a decision must be made. We must prioritize our own survival. That much should be clear. And survive we shall, if we can secure Hyzant's aid. Unless you know of another way.
Serenoa, I beseech you, not as one with Roselle blood in her veins, but as a person, as a Wolfort. You cannot give up the Roselle to Hyzant.
I appreciate each of your arguments, but we cannot debate this forever. It is time to decide. Once more to the scales of conviction.
Serenoa says we need Hyzant's support if we are to reclaim Glenbrook. It all comes at a price. One Roselle under our protection must pay.
We must decide.
Benedict says if we defy the Holy One, everything we've done until this very moment will have been for naught. House Wolfort needs Hyzant's support if it is to survive. It pains me to say it, but the situation leaves us no choice but to surrender the Roselle. Fuck you. Benedict says, I thought you might be opposed. I should like to hear your thoughts, if you are open to sharing them. I say we need all the soldiers we can get. We've protected the Roselle for decades, and I am certain they would join our fight as thanks. Benedict says, there are indeed some among them who have been trained to protect
Perhaps,
the village.
But if so...
But they are not many. We will need far greater numbers if we are to defend ourselves. It appears our views are at an impasse. Allow me to ask you one more thing. The political climate took an unexpected turn once Esfrost cut ties with
Certainly
Hyzant.
not.
How do you believe House Wolfort should conduct itself going forward? I'm gonna say a conflict with Esfrost is unavoidable. The Holy State will need our might if we are to stand a chance against him. I would use that leverage to reach a compromise. Benedict says, you would use our war power as a bargaining chip to secure the Roselle's safety. I might remind you that in Hyzant, the goddess is absolute, as is the word of the Hierophant. we cannot be certain if this matter is
I
up
am
for
decided.
debate. In any case, tensions between the two nations are rising quickly. We must be prudent in our actions.
Lord Serenoa.
Anna says House Wolfort has overcome countless hardships to get where we are. If we refuse to relinquish the Roselle, we will meet the same fate as House End. Our first priority must be our own survival. If we do not survive, we can do nothing for the Roselle. I say, let's protect them. Anna says, you believe we must protect them. I would like to know why. I say, even if I was named a saint, we are still unbelievers. As such, I doubt they would grant me much power.
Even so?
Anna says we need their support, even if only in name. That would undoubtedly be a powerful deterrent to the duchy. If we refuse, we'll be on our own and would have no chance of surviving against the other nations.
If so?
Do you harbor any doubts about the Holy State, my lord? I'm gonna say, they wish to have the Roselle back so badly that they would use us to that end. I cannot help but wonder why.
Yes.
Anna says, I've had doubts about that as well. I surmise it might be a matter of pride for the Hierophant. Serenoa says, but the Roselle escaped 30 years ago. I feel it should matter little to them now. And yet, they would make me saint in exchange for their return. How could those two acts possibly be equal in their eyes? Anna says, I do not know, but if they say they are the goddess's teachings, they must be accepted as such.
I must hear what the others think.
I understand your concerns. I have my own doubts, truth be told. Anna is indifferent to our plea. Huguette says, the Roselle are people of the Wolfort domain, but if we defy the Hierophant, we'll face the same fate as House End. I'm at a loss. I say, let's protect them.
And
Huguette says, Lord Serenoa, you think we should protect them. I'm gonna say perhaps we could get the Holy State to promise not to attack the Rosellan village as my father
I
once
wonder
did.
about that.
Huguette says, I apologize, Lord Serenoa, but I think that was a promise won because your father was a hero of the Salt Iron War. Right now, House Wolfort is hardly in a position to be making demands. That is precisely why we are in this position, is it not?
What to do.
Personally, I agree with you. I don't want to surrender the Roselle, but are there any other reasons you want to protect them? I'm gonna say they are Frederica's people. I cannot look the other way. Huguette says, I can tell that you mean that in earnest, but there are others who might think differently. Serenoa says they may take it as hypocrisy.
I wonder about that.
Huguette says, I'm afraid so, as long as you do not try to free the Roselle at the source. Serenoa says, there's no denying
I
that.
don't know what to do.
Huguette says, the more I think, the more my heart aches. And she also feels indifferent.
What do you need?
Gila says, the Roselle and the village are those who fled Hyzant and their descendants. If the Holy State asks for the people to be returned, we have little room to argue. If we refuse, we'll be branded as heretics. Bending the knee would earn you the title of saint. I think it is in our best interest to obey for now. I say we're going to protect him anyway. Gila says, so you would choose to protect the Roselle. May I ask why? I say, if we accept the goddess's teachings, there's a chance we put even Frederica in danger. Gila says, thank you, Lord Serenoa. It heartened me to know that you care for her so. I must admit, I'm worried about that myself, but the Hierophant is trying to bring House Wolfort to their side. I doubt they would treat your betrothed so
I require
callous.
some time to think.
Do we focus on what we stand to gain, or the weight of what we might lose? The answer is not a simple one. End and commence. Oh my.
It is time to cast our votes. We face a difficult decision. Do we surrender the Roselle living in our domain to Hyzant, or do we defy their orders? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
You make a convincing argument, my lord.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I cannot agree to this.
I have faith in you.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. The Roselle are our people. We must shelter them, even if it earns us Hyzant's ire. I suspected it would come to this. We have chosen our path, and now we must see it through. We will refuse to hand over the Roselle to Hyzant.
Serenoa and company move to protect the Rosellan settlement. Noble as it may be, such an act of defiance toward Hyzant risks inviting the destruction of House Wolfort itself.
Hyzant will no doubt wish to ask questions of us. We can draw out the negotiations and buy some time.
Time enough to find a way to break them.
We have to inform the Roselle of the situation here.
I'll send an envoy and have them sheltered in Castle Wolfort.
Lord Serenoa, come at once. An army marches on the Rosellan village.
You can't be serious.
Whose banner do they fly?
We know not.
And it matters not. We ride to their aid. Prepare for battle.
Why attack our village?
Hierophant's orders were to return you to Hyzant.
Ha! Over my dead body!
Come quietly and you'll live. Keep struggling and I'll slaughter you right here. What'll it be?
I'll never submit to the likes of you.
Cease your assault at once!
Lord Serenoa!
Well, well. Tell me, Serenoa, what do you hope to gain by protecting the Roselle?
How about you tell us what you're doing here, Silvio?
Mind your manners, Iridor. I stand before you as an emissary of the Saintly Seven.
So Hyzant owns you, is that it?
In so many words, yes. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have some Roselle to repatriate.
You'll do no such thing. House Wolford shall protect these people.
So, you admit your betrayal of Hyzant. Get these traitors out of my sight, Rufus. Kill every last one if you must.
I wouldn't even spare them if you asked.
Stand back, everyone.
Allow me to stay and fight for our freedom!
Very well, but keep your wits about you.
You fail to understand the situation in which you find yourselves. Without our king, we are but dust, scattered to the wind. What can you lot alone hope to accomplish by fighting Hyzant?
House Wolford will not sacrifice its subjects for some narrow vision of the future. If history judges us poorly for having done so, then so be it. Our consciences shall be cleaner for having fought to the death alongside our Rosellan brethren.
Your pride and ideals cannot shield you from your fate! Kill them all!
My time is now.
I will end this. Now then.
I will not fail.
Tell me who to kill.
I see a path to victory.
I needed that. Just you wait. Never that did it!
Curses!
Strike while the iron's hot. Let's do
I
this!
shall use it well. I can do. Ready or not, here I come! I still got lots to learn! My turn now. Stay with us.
My time has come. Got you now!
Behold true power. I must put an end to this
I will
bloodshed.
not fail.
Tell me who to kill. The painful is
Shall I?
My turn. You won't escape. Suffer.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. There is always a way.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
I have nothing left to lose. It'll take a damn sight more than that to bring me down.
Good to see you finally woken up, Silvio.
I'll take it from here. We can do
Watch
this.
me work.
Is all hope lost?
Never underestimate a Rosellan.
I'm a fool.
Prepare to die. You've lost your way, young Serenoa. You risk sullying your house's good name in pursuit of some perverse sense of justice.
There were other ways to resolve this, Silvio. Alas, you were too blind to see them.
You dare lecture me when it is your head in the clouds. I did what a lord must do to preserve his house.
Tell me who to kill. Embrace death.
Let the show begin! My turn now. I must do my duty.
I stand ready.
On guard.
Prepare yourself. My turn. Allow me. A sound strike.
No!
A sound
Those
strike.
who oppose the heavens shall
Victory
fall!
is mine! You will not leave here with your lives. Impressed?
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Ha! Who's next?
I'll take it from here.
I'll show you what I can do! Ready for this death?
Silvio Tellior! We come to your aid!
He has reinforcements. We must outlast them. Let them come. I'll fight them to the very last man. Curses! Death from above!
Sound
For
strike.
my kith and kin. This isn't good.
It hurts! Damn fool!
Dreadfully slow.
Allow me.
Distracted, are you?
Your orders?
So, today is not the day I die.
Finish them, Rufus. Finish them. And you may name your price.
Hi, I'll take your money, but the writing is on the wall for you.
Yes, yes, just get rid of them. I cannot linger here.
This'll hurt. I feel stronger already.
Are you in need?
Out of my way!
Give me strength.
You're quite the challenge. This isn't worth the coin.
I can do this! Stay with us! Yes, very good! Very well.
I shall try my level best. Preparation is key. For the future of House Wolford.
Your orders? You will
it takes. Let's do this!
I feel better than ever.
An honor and a privilege to serve.
I'll show you what I can do. I did it! Prepare yourself.
I think not. I mustn't give up hope.
This isn't good. Never underestimate a Rosella.
Ready or not, here I come! I won't hold you back. May this be enough.
Are you in need?
I will end this.
It's over. Suffering. My time is now.
I shall try my level best. A brief rest.
I feel better than ever.
I'll take it from here.
Prepare yourself.
Time for some sorcery.
You won't fool me.
Is all hope lost?
Time to work. You won't escape. You won't escape.
I stand ready. I won't stand for it!
I can do this. May this be
I
enough.
still have some fight and strike while the iron's hot. Let's do
I
this!
won't let you down. Very well. Away with you! The heavens bless me.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. This should do.
Watch me work.
Now then. My fist struck true.
Wait, I beg you. Would you truly kill me, your ally, just to protect the Roselle? The Roselle are a tainted people. Your efforts shall bear no fruit.
How dare you insult my people?
Ah! How could you?
I lose too many employers this way. I'd best make myself scarce.
As if we'd let you get away. Word of this can't get out.
Too late. Silvio sent word of your betrayal eons ago. Expect Hyzant's army on the morrow. They'll finish the job then.
And so, we've bought no time at all.
Lord Serenoa, I cannot thank you enough for coming to our aid.
Allow us to show our gratitude with a feast.
I'm afraid we haven't the time for such levity.
We must tend to the wounded, of course. But fight or flee, surely we have time enough to catch our breath and fill our stomachs. Let us not spurn their kindness.
The young lord's right. Steal that belly of yours.
What are you doing here, dear Roland?
Jerome is a young man of formidable convictions.
Indeed. He took the fate of his people in his hands and fought for their freedom.
Just as you have done.
I did what any lord would do to protect the sovereignty of their land. Nothing more. I will not see the Roselle stripped of their humanity and treated as objects.
Hyzant's goddess has always seen them as such.
History has ever seen the strong rule the weak, but that does not mean it must always be so.
I do not mean to excuse it. Rather, I see now that this village and all of House Wolford suffers because of the royal family's impotence.
That's not...
I speak the truth, and you know it. Cordelia and the people of Glenbrook cry for aid as we speak. Yet here I sit, cowering behind a mask and a false name. Who would dare call me a leader?
Serenoa, making a valiant stand in defense of the Rosellan village, slays Silvio Tellior. Word of their disobedience reaches the Holy One, who sends an army to conquer the heretics. With the enemy only a day's march from their doorstep, House Wolford and the Roselle scramble to mount one last stand. Time is of the essence.
So that's the size of it. House Wolford has gone to such great lengths for us.
It was our decision and ours alone. Your people brought nothing upon us.
It is as Serenoa says. We are happy to do all that we can to protect you.
Forgive me, Lady Frederica, but your mother was Lady Orlea, was she not? You came to our rescue just as she did. I cannot help but feel 'twas fated to be so.
You knew my mother?
Where did you hear of this, Jerome? I've told you not a whit about her.
I overheard whispers between my mother and father long ago. Why would the elders labor to keep such information secret?
Well, truth be told, we feared being persecuted anew.
And so your greatest fears have come true. Pray, hide no longer, and tell Lady Frederica what you know.
You know the history of Hyzant's oppression of the Roselle, yes? Then you know of the Rosellan revolt that occurred 30 years ago. Your mother, Lady Orlea, led that uprising at the source. She led us to freedom from Hyzant's rule, here to the Wolfort domain. She was a woman of great courage. She even left a sizable gash upon the goddess's statue as we departed.
The statue that stands tall in the source. I've never heard tell of this gash.
I reckon not. Hyzant would never admit to such a thing. But we, Roselle, know the truth.
I had no idea my mother was involved with the revolt, let alone led it.
And it was my father who gave them this land to settle.
That he did. Lady Orlea, for her part, vowed to fight on, to liberate those who remained in Hyzant. The rest of us, battered and bruised in the escape, parted ways with her, and remained here to live out our days in peace.
And so she eventually found her way to Esfrost, where she was taken in. I thank you for sharing such a wonderful chapter of my mother's history.
I hear she rallied the people to her cause with these words. The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
How much of this have you heard?
Hold. I beg you, recite those words once more.
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessing of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
So there exists a key that gives the lie to the goddess's teachings. With that in hand, we can yet confront Hyzant.
Pray tell, good elder, what might it look like?
Alas, I fear I do not know.
I know not to what they were referring, but my parents always said Lady Orlea left it in this village.
Then the key is here. Jerome, please. We would speak with your parents at once.
I'm afraid that's not possible. They both passed many moons ago.
We must find this key, Lord Serenella. I know it sounds like a fool's errand, but I feel we have no other choice.
I agree. 'Tis a slight hope, but hope nonetheless. Let the search begin.
Serenoa says, we know the key is in this village, though precisely what form it takes still eludes us. I need more information. If the key does indeed remain in the village, I will find it. I must. In a different playthrough of the game, the key was the pendant, so... says, I know nothing of any key. You'll find nothing of import in my home. What about that shiny bit I just stole, liar? The elder continues, we took such great pains to flee the source, yet our past continues to haunt us. Perhaps we are tainted after all. Oof. That's not good. That's called, like, Stockholm Syndrome. When you start believing the lies that your oppressors unfurl upon you. Benedict says, I wonder why the village elder would so vehemently deny the key's existence. I should almost like to search his home myself, preferably while he is away, though I know he would not rather grant such a request from the likes of me. Sarah Noah says, I would like to search the elder's home, but I know he won't grant me permission. It pains me to ask, but might you be able to draw him away for a moment? Frederica says, ordinarily, I would not stand for deceiving an old man, but I agree that this may be the only chance that we get. Frederica says, Elder, forgive me, but may I speak with you outside for a moment? The elder says, an audience outside with Lady Frederica, to what do I owe the honor? And what would you ask of me? What is this hot mess? Like, that guy wouldn't have saw that shit. Hilarious. Sarah Noah says, a box hidden beneath the rug. It would seem the elder had something to hide. Perhaps this rock is the key that will show us the way forward. We learned about the pink rock. Well, put it back, you dumbass. Jesus. Alright, we talked to those fuck knuckles. Huguette says, I know we mean to search the village, but what are we searching for? What are we searching for? The Rosellan says, something special in the village. If what you seek is old, the elder may know of it. He wanna get hoey with your bitch. This one says, whenever I look at my children, I am reminded that we cannot bow to Hyzant's demands. Why don't you bow to my penis? Jerome says, I cling to the thought that Lady Orlea's last great hope for us lay in this village. I wish it to be true from the bottom of my heart. Anna says, is the legend so old it's been forgotten? Or is someone keeping something from us? They leave us no choice but to upend the village in our search. What are we at? What are we at? Are we leaving a fucking... Hold on a second. Hold on. Is this a motherfucking candle on a blanket? Holy shit, that's stupid. I've never seen a pelt of this color before. Really? Eye roams? In a Rosellan village that's not in Esfrost? The people that dropped these items weren't thinking very much. Anyways, we already heard this bullshit. You're looking for something old. I seem to recall seeing a rather old-looking mirror behind the elder's house. It used to be quite brilliant, but it's rusted over now. Gila says there are a number of objects within the village that could qualify as the key we are looking for. This person says, anything special or unusual? Not that I've heard of. Eridor says the Roselle have a long, dark history of being oppressed. I reckon they're none too happy about outsiders like us from reminding them about it. The child says, Mommy and Daddy are upset. I'm scared. Then kill them. It's the only way. Anything special? Well, there is a pelt in Jerome's abode that his parents were quite fond of. We just want to live our lives. Why must we be chased to the ends of the earth? You did this. This is all your fault. I'm gonna say, fuck you. We are all confronting the results of the Rosellan uprising from 30 years ago. Bitch. The Rosellan says, allow me to apologize. House Wolford took us in when we had nowhere to go, and I was spat in your face. You must understand that this feels akin to a death sentence. Sarah Noah says, fear not, we'll find a way through this. Now is the time. Full strength. From my penis. Oh, you gotta use that dick. You gotta grab that superior iron, bitch. Roland says we should keep Roland. He's retarded. Whenever I talk to him, I'm like, are you the lead singer for like an emo band? Because you whine so fucking much. Sarah Noah says it's an old mirror. Ah yes, that's the one. Wait a minute, I'll polish it. Yeah, just fucking hang out. There, isn't it beautiful? Sarah Noah says, my word, the designs are exquisite. I had no idea the rest hid such splendor. Perhaps this mirror is the key that will show us the way forward. I'm gonna go with a no on that. Oh, shit. Gotta climb that ladder. The child says, what are you looking for? Is it treasure? I'm just gonna appeal to like how children are and say, yes, I'm on a treasure hunt. And what are you doing? Playing hide and seek? The child says, but I don't know if there's any treasure. Unless, are you looking for me? Oh my. Mommy and Daddy sometimes call me the bestest treasure. Well, they're certainly right about that, says Sarah Noah. Unfortunately, I don't believe you're the treasure I'm looking for. Your princess is in another castle. Jesus, be nice to that child. The kid just looks away in disgust after being insulted by a retarded, childless adult with no perspective on how reality works. Alright. I'm gonna save this just in case, but I'm pretty sure we figured out what we needed to do. And then we had sex with a Pikachu. That's because I'm a filthy Jew. Just like all of you.
Elder, for the sake of the Roselle, I've come to speak with you about the key.
Lord Serenoa, I am not one to speak in metaphor and code. I bid you tell me precisely what it is you seek.
Could this pink rock be the key?
Where did you find that?
So it is the key. What do you know of it?
Clearly I can deceive you no longer. I shall tell you everything.
What is this strange pink rock?
A simple taste shall tell you all you need to know.
My word, it tastes of salt. No, it is salt.
Truly, a rock of salt.
Indeed, it is. And the story behind it is a long one. This crystal before you was brought here by Lady Orlear.
My mother brought this?
And you knew of this the whole time, Elder?
Yes, But the seeds of conflict ought not to be left in the sun where they are apt to grow. That was our decision.
Are there any other crystals like this?
There are. Lady Orlea spoke of a repository rife with salt, hidden somewhere in Norzelia.
And where might that somewhere be?
Unfortunately, I do not know. And I fear the knowledge passed with Lady Orlea herself.
Do you know anything about this, Lady Frederica? Anything at all? Did your mother ever mention these crystals to you before? It is imperative that you remember.
I apologize, but this is my first time hearing of them as well.
Calm yourself, Benedict. You're scaring the lass.
Calm myself. The very existence of this crystal changes the nature of our realm as we know it. If you have ever wondered why Hyzant oppresses the Roselle or confines them to the source, this is your answer.
So they did it all to hide the existence of the repository and monopolize salt.
And not just that, anyone who finds that repository could reign over all Norzelia.
Would it really have so great an influence?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. It is one of Hyzant's fundamental beliefs, one that, due to their monopoly on both salt and the source, has appeared true all these years. But no longer. With this crystal alone, we can prove their doctrine false.
Revealing their absolute teachings to be mere fabrications would shake Hyzant to its very core.
There may be hope for us yet.
A report, my lord. Hyzant's army is on the horizon.
Lord Serenoa, if you would, I should like to be the one to speak to them.
Of course, Benedict. I leave the matter in your capable hands.
Lord Serenoa, how unfortunate it is for us to meet under such circumstances. But for disobeying the Holy One's order, I must strike you down.
Before that, Minister Exham, there is something we wish to show you.
It is a mere fragment of something we have discovered in this village. It is a crystal made entirely of salt.
What madness is this you speak? This is salt, indeed. But how is this possible?
It appears to have been passed down among the Roselle, and in a quantity large enough to rival the source.
Unbelievable.
Perhaps so, but we have proof. Salt can be found in places other than the sacred grounds beneath the goddess's feet. I am certain the implications do not escape you.
What is it that you want?
An audience with the Holy One, and a guarantee of safety for us and everyone in this village.
It would be a waste to dispose of both the crystal and House Wolford here. Very well then. I shall secure you an audience with the Holy One. And you have my word, that the village will be safe from harm.
Thank you, Minister.
Oh, how I wish I could see the Holy One's face contorted so.
We owe our lives to this. A crystal of salt. Or salt crystal, shall we call it?
The Holy State's teachings are false. The goddess's blessings spread across all Norzelia. The blessings of the true goddess. The blessing that shall be the key to the chains that bind our people.
Can you imagine if crystals like this were hidden beneath the surface of Norzelia?
I cannot imagine Hyzant being blind to their existence. Salt is the lifeblood of their nation.
Agreed. Which leads me to believe that they have relentlessly oppressed the Roselle to hide it.
You intend to negotiate with the Holy One, then?
Correct. This time, we shan't fail. Not with this salt crystal in our hands. Hyzant will swear its support to us.
If their teachings are truly false, could you not ask them to free the Roselle at the source?
That is a risk we cannot afford to take. Our first priority is rebuilding Wolfort. Without it, we cannot even hope to protect our own Rosellan village. I do hope you understand.
I see. I suppose you are right.
What will you do once granted those privileges, Benedict?
What will I do?
I tire of being made to decide like this time and time again. Don't you, Serenoa?
I do. Our choices grow ever harder, each time piercing me deeper.
It's time we decide what to do for ourselves. I wish to reclaim Glenbrook. With Hyzant beside us, we can defeat Esfrost. So when we meet, I will ask the Holy State to go to war with us.
House Wolfort protects the Roselle in defiance of the Holy One's orders. Hyzant sends an army to punish Wolfort for their disobedience. Cornered though they may be, Serenoa and his comrades discover a crystal of salt, hidden in the Rosellan village. Benedict leverages its very existence in negotiations with the opposing General Exum and succeeds. The crystal holds the power to change not only Hyzant, but the entire land of Norzelia. With it in hand, Serenoa goes to meet the Holy One.
We granted you an audience because of Minister Exham's petition, but I did not expect you to show us this. A crystal made of salt. How very fascinating. It certainly does contradict the doctrine here in our blessed land. Or it would, were it real. Have you any proof that this was not created by magic or technology?
Well,
with all due respect, Minister, I have a question for you in return. What do you think of Esfrost and Glenbrook's decree to stop trade with Hyzant?
I think it nothing more than a threat. Neither would last very long without our salt.
Gustadov is no fool. Such an edict would not come without proper countermeasures in place. Countermeasures such as another source of salt, for example. Having their own salt would make Hyzant's redundant, at best, and your nation would soon find itself in dire straits without the salt tax's revenue.
What is it you want from us?
Your full support.
Lend us your strength, and together we can defeat Esfrost, and Hyzant's ties to all nations will remain intact.
You mean to start a war? The Kingdom of Glenbrook may be naught but a puppet now, but it was once your homeland. You understand this, yes?
We do.
Even so, my people do not wish for war. We must try to resolve this peacefully first.
Do you think Gustadov can be reasoned with? Need I remind you that it was he who invaded Glenbrook? He is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Be that as it may, Neither my people nor soldiers will accept it as a reason to go to war.
Then I shall give you one. For I am the second son of King Regna. Roland Glenbrook.
You live. There is no mistaking that face.
Huh. So the prince lives to slay his kingdom's invader. We could not ask for a better reason.
If you need a just cause to go to war, let it be me. We must stop Gustadolf.
It all makes sense now. O Holy One, have you heard? Pray, tell me what you would have us do. It shall be done. Wolfort, Prince Roland, heed the words of the Holy One. The holy state of Hyzant stands with you. The Holy One would see you defeat Esfrost and restore peace to Nozelia. Our nation shall spare no effort in your fight against Gustadolf. From this day forth, we support Prince Roland as our commander, and Lord Serenoa as one of the Saintly Seven.
Me? A saint?
We are brethren now. We ride to war together.
Well, would you look at that? We secured Hyzant's support, and you even got yourself named one of the Saintly Seven.
We also received a signed document stating the Roselle in Wolfwood are left in our care.
Good going, lad.
Oh, it is Benedict and Roland to whom we owe this victory.
Everyone here has suffered so much on my behalf. My weakness and worthlessness have brought pain and misfortune to you all. And for that I must apologize.
You've got nothing to apologize for. I already told you. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown.
I've decided that I must press forward, even if it means crawling forth on my hands and knees. I ask for your support as always. I know I will need it.
And you shall have it. I am with you every step of the way, my lord.
Is something the matter, Frederica?
No. My apologies for worrying you.
Now, to battle! We take back Glenbrook with our own hands!
Are you certain it's wise to return to Esfrost alone, Your Grace? You are needed here.
If Sycris's missive is to be believed, I'm afraid matters are far too grave to be left to anyone else.
Esfrost and Glenbrook remain strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzant. Gustadolf sends Erica to Hyzant to deliver his ultimatum, and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State. Hyzant, under the banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolfort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation. Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.